let's just get into it.
We need a great reset.
Learn to use the dark side of the Force.
Yeah.
Yes.
So over the weekend, Liz Truss was named the new, Prime Minister of the UK?
Yes, Liz Truss, the Prime Minister of the UK. We finally have a Prime Minister that is not Boris Johnson. For better or for worse, we have Liz Truss, a very interesting individual. I'm sure, we'll be covering a lot about her in the future. But there was one very interesting detail that, just, of course, will not surprise anyone, but is just important to put on the record. And so we can all say a collective, we told you so. And that is, Gons, if I can direct you over to the World Economic Forum website, weforum.org. Guess who shows up on the World Economic Forum website? That's right. It's Liz Truss. She's got her nice picture there, nice sort of Hillary blue suit on, with a big chunky necklace.
Pearl
looks
necklace.
like a bunch of something. It kind of looks like either
shell pearls,
fishing bobbers or Pokeballs, depending on.
Kind of do look like Pokeballs.
Yeah, depending on your.
Gotta catch them all, Liz Truss.
Yeah, and she's working on it.
Make a necklace out of it.
Says here, Liz Truss, Lord Chancellor and Secretary of the State for Justice, Ministry of Justice of the United Kingdom. So they have not even updated her title on the World Economic Forum website.
It's a very, sad page.
Strange page.
It's weforum.org/people/Liz-Truss.
So I will point out a small piece of misinformation or disinformation or malinformation. Who knows? Well, I'll let the government decide. Going around the social medias, there's a screenshot of this website. And some people are claiming that she is on the list of young global leaders. And as far as I am able or not able to verify, that is not true. I do not believe, or at least I cannot verify with the World Economic Forum itself, that Liz Truss is a young global leader. However, she does show up on the /people page.
Right, so she's definitely a WEF person.
She is affiliated, or at least the World Economic Forum. It's kind of weird because they really don't make any claims as to why she's even on the website.
Yeah, she just
appears. There's no explanation like, we are best friends with Liz Truss and she's one of our favorite lizard people here to help usher in the new age. There's none of that. It's simply a blank page on weforum.org/people/Liz Truss. No explanation. It is possible that they just sort of put her there. I don't know, gain credibility or something. I have no idea.
I did take a peek at the Wayback Machine to see when this particular page was published. And I actually don't know when it was published directly, but on the Wayback Machine, the earliest this page was snapshotted, is that the right word? Was February 1st, 2022. So there's nothing from 2021 or anything prior to that. So yeah, she was just added into on the website just kind of randomly in February.
Which I thought was pretty interesting, actually, because right around February is about the time that Boris Johnson started having all of his sort of innumerable irreparable scandals that led to his stepping down or whatever. But all of that really started right around February. And of course, also notably, the war in Ukraine started in February. And so I don't know. I can't really make a strong tie between all those links. But it seems like if the World Economic Forum or whoever was ready to get Bojo out and put in somebody new, slapping Liz.
Trust the lizard.
Exactly. Our most trusted lizard, Liz Truss. If she, if somebody wanted her in, that would be the time to kind of just slip her in on the website, which apparently is exactly what happened.
Yeah. I did see some stuff about her. No white men. as part of her campaigning of in UK government, so maybe.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, so
I did not know that was a thing. She famously has made her thoughts very clear and very simple on just how willing she is to launch nuclear missiles.
Oh, good.
So
that's right.
Cool.
Yes, I kind of do remember that. Yeah.
He's very excited about that. So we wish her all the best. And I might as well just get ahead of it. We're just going to need right now to get a Liz Truss jingle going. Liz Truss. Trust the lizard. I don't know. You'll figure it out, Jingle Boys.
Lizard Truss. Okay, well, one of the things that will stay in Europe over there and things going on with the energy crisis, well, it's hitting CERN. The Wall Street Journal reports Europe's energy crunch squeezes world's largest particle collider. Oh no! What are you gonna do? And it says here, Europe's energy crisis is threatening to slow experiments into the fundamental forces of nature. The European Organization for Nuclear Research, or CERN, is drafting plans to shut down some of its particle accelerators at periods of peak demand, said Serge Claudet, chair of the center's energy management panel. CERN is also considering how it could idle the Large Hadron Collider, the world's largest accelerator, if necessary, Mr. Claudet said. Yeah, idle. Quote, our concern is really grid stability because we do all we can to prevent a blackout in our region. Yeah, so they're aware of it. They're aware that they're an energy black hole, literally. The preparations show the far-reaching impact of Moscow's move to transform Europe's dependence on Russian energy supplies into a weapon of economic war. There it is.
Whoa.
This is an energy crisis, energy choke to create a weapon of economic war. I thought that was pretty telling.
Yeah, of course. Interesting. It is fun to consider perhaps everything going on in the world. We think it's a bunch of lizards trying to enslave humanity. Maybe time travelers from the future or whatever came back and had to cause all of this worldwide strife to shut down the power at CERN because, you got a tool capable of creating a black hole that could destroy the solar system. Well, might just be the job of the time cops to come back.
The time cops. Yeah,
the time cops.
They told
come
Putin,
back.
hey, shut off the energy because, hey, we got our agenda too.
Oh, I'm bringing it even further. They make it a 3-year plan. They release a future disease to distract everybody while they plot to instigate a war in Ukraine, which leads Putin to turn off power to Europe. Boom, shut down CERN. Universe is saved.
Interesting idea. Yeah, it's either that or the lizard people. Or trying to open up that portal. It's jammed. They're like, we got to restart it. Who are we going to blame? Putin's economic energy war is causing us to freeze the thing. Well, here's a little bit more.
Meanwhile, there's a lizard down there with a hammer tapping on the solenoid trying to get it going.
Yeah, there's a little bit more in the article here that's egregious. CERN's aim is to keep the LHC operating and to avoid a sudden shutdown that could disrupt the $4.4 billion machine, Mr. Claudet said. Can you imagine disrupting the $4.4 billion machine? CERN would give priority to shutting down other accelerators besides the LHC, lowering the center's electricity consumption by as much as 25%. So they're begging, they're like, we'll shut down all the other ones, but we can't shut down the main one. And they go into the reason here, and it's because shutting down the LHC would save another 25% with the catch. The collider relies on superconducting magnets cooled to negative 456 degrees Fahrenheit to bend the particle beam, requiring a significant amount of power even when the beam is turned off. Allowing the magnets to warm up could set back experiments at the LHC for weeks.
Not weeks. Weeks.
Shut it down for a setback of weeks. And then CERN officials are putting together a plan for pausing experiments that they will present to representatives of the governments that fund the center at the end of the month. Quote, if we're given a budget to do science and voluntarily we stop science to spare energy, we have to make sure we have the support of the respective countries, Mr. Claudet said. Yeah, it's pretty outrageous. And then later here, they ask, basically they say, hey, other companies in Europe, they're being asked to maybe shut down or go into the stock supply of energy for customers and whatnot. And this guy Claude has a quote: "A stock of particles at high energy?" Mr. Claude said, "No, I'm sorry." So there is no stock energy to maintain the Large Hadron Collider. They have to keep it running. They can't warm it up because it'll set them back weeks. And they're trying so hard to keep this portal open. It's just Putin.
You called it egregious. The other part of it is it's pretty egregious. The fact that they probably won't shut it down.
No, they won't. Why would they?
No, they'll keep it going. They'll use all the energy. And again, you might think, well, whatever. Okay, so it's some energy. Now, this is energy that people in Europe should be using, or it should be going toward. Heating their homes, keeping their lives running. Cooling too. Yeah, but going into winter, fall and winter, of course, will also be very cold. Yeah. Energy prices are skyrocketing. The middle class is being gutted out. There is that movement. What is it? Don't pay UK. Have you seen this?
No.
Don't Pay UK. It's a petition. It's like an activist movement to try to get 1 million people in the UK to not pay their electricity bills.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Because the electricity cost has gone up. I don't know, something crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. I've seen the screenshots,
or something stupid.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And along those lines here, this is obviously Europe, but it's bleeding into California here where I'm at.
It's Newsome science, baby! Ha!
This is the dailymail.co.uk. We got to go to UK outlet for this. California governor urges residents to limit power use as thousands in San Fran area without power. And the social medias were exploding.
Again, hilarious. San Francisco, one of the largest homeless populations in the country. Yeah. Of course, there's thousands of people without power. There have been thousands of people without power in San Francisco for 30 years. But they're talking about, middle class people not having power. Now we got to tell people to save.
The French Laundry was trending because, they're saying, oh, hey, Newsom will keep the lights on.
How much power do they need?
Keep the lights on French Laundry while the rest of the people fight each other for an ounce of energy. We'll come back to San Francisco a little bit later. But, it's all part of the game here. It's all unraveling for us.
Indeed.